because we started watering March the 11th. We've never fired up the irrigation system before April 1st that I'm aware of in 15 years I've been here. So,
It's
Well,
10
that's
o'clock.
good.
Would you
It's
guys like
10
to get
o'clock.
started?
Because it does look good out there.
I didn't hear back from Rob. I sent him a text out yesterday, but Maria's probably here. Yes, there she is.
So you have enough for a quorum.
Okay. Then call the meeting to order. Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, roll call. Justin. Here. AJ.
Here.
Rob is not here. Maria. Yep. And Don is here. So we do have a quorum, and we'll call for a motion to approve today's agenda.
I motion we approve today's agenda.
All right.
I'll second.
And we'll vote on that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Good. Thank you. Then we will move on to the tourism director report.
Oh, boy. I apologize if you've heard this before, Jeff. So I want to give you
Scoop on it already, huh?
a quick recap on our ad performance, which is in the booklet. I'm not going to go through it slide by slide. I'll hit the highlights for you guys. But that way you have it. Maria, sorry you don't have one. Owen does. He got one last night. Maybe you can share. So I'm pretty proud and happy with our performance so far. It's actually punching outside our weight class again, which is good. We're getting a higher response rate, higher click-through rate than most tourism-related ad campaigns do. And I think it's because we've got very relevant targeted content. We're putting out the right messages to our markets. Families, active people, people searching for things to do, people looking to get out of Texas in the heat. And we're using the media effectively. We've got great visuals. The things we invested in a year or so ago, the photos, the videos, a nice website, those kind of things, they were important for us to have to make our advertising work. Obviously, if you've got a pretty picture, you're gonna click on it. If it's an ugly picture, you're just scrolling past. So, performance on our ads so far. We started running our ads on April 23rd. We started a little earlier than normal. We would have started mid-May, but it was warm. People were in the market doing their planning for summer vacations, at least doing some research. We could see that online, and we didn't want to be left out. So we jumped in a little early. We had that $60,000 to spend. We'll be done spending those ad dollars. I think they trickle out in the next couple of weeks, so we're pretty much run the course. But so far, prior to starting that advertising, our reservation system had 50 reservations on books for the entire summer, before March 23rd. Since then, as of now, we have 2,000 reservations on the books. And each one of those lodging referral reservations is the equivalent of $561. So it's a decent amount. It's a 2 nights lodging, 4 people. And I think that average has actually come up on the spend, but I haven't gotten info on it yet to update that, but I will be doing it soon. So we picked up 2,000 reservations, booking referrals. Of those, 1,600 were from the paid advertising. The Google search, the social paid, and our CTV, our television ads in Texas. So it can be assumed, based on the fact that we got 1,600 direct clicks based off those. The other 400 in those 2,000 had impressions put on them by the television ads, the social display and other things. They may not have clicked right away, but a cookie was put in and we were able to track them later. So our advertising is working. The messaging is working, the target markets are working. We spent this money, as you know, in Dallas and Albuquerque. And if you look at the sheet that shows the performing cities on there, I think it's the third or fourth page, you'll see it's Dallas, Fort Worth, Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, all these people, all these areas, these metropolitan places that fit in those media markets. And then you got that one fluke, good old Phoenix. Remember, Phoenix came online last year as a decent market. We were getting reservations out of there. Phoenix is still showing up, and we're not really spending a dime there. We get some overspill there. I believe it's because the state of New Mexico is running ads there. The New Mexico Troop campaign is being run there, and maybe we're riding their coattails. We also know that there's been a lot of growth in Arizona, a lot of Californians that have moved there, searching for new adventure places. They've been to Flagstaff, they've been to Sedona. Let's go to the Rockies.
And we have quite a few members,
From Phoenix?
from the Arizona area, Phoenix, Tucson, so they're probably hearing about it through some organic, messages as well.
And those members are great, because I look at members as our disciples.
Yeah.
They go back to their communities and they tell them how great Angel Fire is,
Yeah.
and what a bargain Angel Fire is. You know, the membership is still the greatest deal in the world. So I think a lot of that is word of mouth that goes into those markets from our disciples.
Yeah,
so to
especially if
speak.
we have this kind of response, and we're not advertising there, so it's coming from
Yeah.
a combination of things,
Yeah.
but.
Google, when we first started doing our Google ads, the paid Google ads, we were running about $18 per booking. But we didn't have many bookings off that ad campaign yet. It's down to $8 a booking for average cost for a Google lodging reservation. Meta, Facebook, and Instagram are about $19 a booking. Our television spots are $47 a booking when we track those back. But we also know that television spot is very visual, it makes an impression on people's mind. I got an email from Don Borgeson yesterday. I think he was trying to say that he saw in one of our ads on TV when he was watching some news show on MSNBC. I think that's what he said. Because he was all excited and he was happy, and he saw the ad. So I know they're out there. I know people are seeing them. Hopefully they're seeing them in Albuquerque and Dallas and not in Angel Fire. But anyway, so in terms of total television spots, we've aired about 500 of them this year. So, 500,000 television spots this year, sorry. Our website sessions, so people coming back, visiting us, we're up from 800 visitations a week to 7,500 people clicking on our website a week. So, it's kind of weird that we can have interest, winter, and then we sort of go dormant in the spring when nothing's happening up here. And then we come back to life in the summer. If not many accounts, when we talk to the media people, are able to do that, but we're such a seasonal offering. And there really isn't a lot in the spring and fall yet to do. So as long as we're able to come back and bounce back from those advertising, get those website visits up to that number, that's pretty good, 7,500 a week, and we'll probably get to 9,000 a week here in the next week or so. Okay, event responses. So far, we have 5,000 people interested per Facebook on attending the balloons event, which is the same number we had expressing interest last year at this time. So that's a good sort of indicator for me. It shows that we'll have a good, strong weekend. I don't know what lodging bookings are looking like, but we'll figure that out and we'll see the reports afterwards. For the Credence, the July 3rd event, we've got 1,300 people saying they're coming. For July 4th, the following day, we've got 2,400 people saying they're coming. So between those two, you've got almost 4,000 there, so that's not bad. And those will pick up as we get closer to the date. One of the things that everybody's noticing in travel, and it's not just local destinations, it's national destinations, and it's even international destinations, the booking window is shrinking. People used to book their trips, and people still book a year out if they're going somewhere at Christmas or for a family wedding or something, but most things, people are booking within 2 weeks now. They can get the availability, unless you're traveling at spring break or Christmas, there's plenty of hotel rooms, there's plenty of expensive airline seats. So there's an opportunity for people to book at a shorter window, and they're doing it. It's a speedy society, it's more of our click and point culture. So it's a little different now than what we had in the past, looking at reservations. And we're starting to see that window just shrink and shrink and shrink, so enough on that. Visitor center traffic, we're picking up pretty good now. We're looking over 20 visitors a day. It's pretty constant that someone's in there. And it's interesting, because we always ask, we have a sign-up sheet, always ask where they're from. They're coming from all over, it's not just solid Texas. But the one that's really coming in the last month or so, has been Colorado. And Arizona, the Phoenix temp, people are coming up, but Colorado is constant. And it's not just the bikers, because we know the bikers come down and ride the park because it's the only park open early season. It isn't just them, it's couples and families and others. Maybe the pressure in Colorado, the crowds in Colorado, maybe tourists are like elk. When there's too much pressure, they move into the higher ground. So maybe that's happening, I don't know. But we're seeing people from Colorado coming in. And I know the state of New Mexico is also advertising up there. You're seeing Coloradans too?
Absolutely. And I've talked
We've
to
got
a couple that sold their house there
Yeah.
and made a good profit, and were looking for someplace else to stay kind of in the mountains. They're coming down here.
Yeah.
We have people who still own in Colorado who bought like a condo here, and their weekends, they drive down here and spend their weekends here.
Well, if you're skiing, I tell you, you can get from South Denver to here quicker than you can get to,
Copper Mountain.
yeah.
Yeah.
It could be, can't even get there on sometimes,
Yeah.
but, yeah, that's good news. Yeah.
We haven't worked, no, we haven't worked, our, conversations have been with Advanced Air, obviously here, and then I have worked with, Fly Taos Group, which is Contour and JSX, on trying to work around their schedules, see how we could promote those things more, see how we could use Taos as a gateway airport, in addition to Angel Fire. JSX just announced that they are flying this summer now, but only to Dallas and Austin. A month ago, they had nothing
Right.
posted,
Yeah,
they weren't
yeah.
flying anywhere, but now they're
That's
flying
good
to
news.
Dallas and Austin again, so that's good. So we have Albuquerque with these guys. Yeah, it's just something else I have to get on. Yeah, so hopefully market conditions are in our favor, is what I think we can assume from that. We still have population growth, we know Colorado is quickly becoming Californicated, so people are gonna start migrating south. Hey, I left California in 2000 to go to Colorado, and I left Colorado 7 years ago to come here for the same reason, crowds. So I think I'm just a little ahead of the curve. or maybe I'm antisocial. Event center. We're ramping up out there at the event center, you see the stage cover going up, pretty nice. We have 6 new picnic tables donated by Builders Choice, Builders First. Thank you, AJ, for those, those are great, we have picnic tables out there now. The turf company was out there doing repairs on the turf. They still need to come back and do the board on the outside, it's not up to what we paid for. I've already let them know that they need to send another crew back, but thank you for getting it ready for this summer. The events are coming together, everything's happening over there. We start our first event on Friday, and it's our first dinner in the tent. It's the AFPO dinner, the Association of Mango Fire Property Owners. It's their annual barbecue. Their membership meeting's the next day, and then they have a lunch that day as well. But we're hosting the dinner over here. It just got to be too big for the country club. They needed a larger venue. So they're bringing in tables and chairs and bars and all the decorator stuff that we don't provide. And they're catering, I think Jasmine's catering it for them. So it's a big learning event for us. We only charged them $500 to use the facility. And that leads to another subject. I'm working on a little document to show what communities rent municipal facilities for. So we can establish rates for our facility, because we'll have to discuss them here, and then they have to be approved by village council. So it's just like anything, if we're charging for water or the use of that facility, it all has to be approved by council. That's the
What
law.
about, under the tent, do we have walls for it?
Yeah,
If the weather, is
Yeah.
it easy, are they're already there, it's just dropping them down?
no, we have to.
You have to put them
We
up,
have
so,
to hang them, but we'll be hanging those tomorrow.
yeah, so you do it in anticipation of a shower or whatever?
Yeah, we'll probably put 2 walls up tomorrow. You know, just maybe the parking lot side.
Yeah, that's usually where the weather comes from, but
Yeah.
you never know around here
Yeah.
where it's coming from, but more often than not, it's coming
Yeah.
from the south.
Yeah, and the walls are the vinyl walls, but they have the plastic windows in
Yeah.
them. So it still lets light in. Obviously, you lose the big expansive views,
Yeah,
but it's
but if
nice.
it's raining, you're not gonna see the mountain anyway.
Right,
Do they roll up, or they're just
they
fixed?
drop.
They do.
Yeah, they drop.
So once you put them on, will you leave them on, or is
No,
it
you can
something?
clip them on and take them down. You can put
Yeah.
up the whole wall in 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah,
And then fold them up, put them away.
yeah,
So that's what we do.
Yeah.
We just, on-demand walls.
right, there you go.
So I'm looking forward to that event, learning a bunch, seeing how it flows, seeing what that facility, how it works, so we can start going after them. I have been in a lot of conversations with Christian, the sales director up at the resort, to work hand in hand with the resort to try to get groups here, bigger groups. If he gets a big conference and he needs a facility for a keynote address and a big dinner, the resort doesn't have any to handle 300 people, so we could do that, and they could use the breakout rooms and the other facilities they have. So I think there's a lot of ways that we can work together to grow that market, but it's gonna take both of us to.
And the AFPO event is, all under the tent, is that's the plan?
Yeah, all the tables and chairs will be under the tent.
I mean, obviously, you can wander outside that.
Yeah,
The-
yeah, and we'll have some games out there
Yeah.
for kids to play
Yeah.
and things like that, but it'll be a
Yeah,
learning
there'll probably be.
To
what do you-
build on.
What are you anticipating, 350 to 400?
No, I'm expecting under 300.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we've been over 300 before, though.
I think
The club.
currently it's right around 200, it's over 200 right now.
Oh, in
In
the class,
RCT.
yeah.
But, yeah, not near 300 yet,
Yeah,
so.
well, we'll see.
Good,
And that's it for the tourism director report.
okay. Moving on to old business, the Granicus, short-term rental report, or update.
Some updates on Granicus. The program has been initially administered by Brandon and Caroline, and then Brandon and Marcus came in and took it over. goal was to get it all shifted on Marcus so Brandon could focus on events. But Marcus has now accepted the job of P and Z, the staff person there. So I'm losing Marcus. So we'll be hiring for that position to get someone in there to do the short-term rental administration and keep that rolling. I think it's important we don't lose any ground there, and we keep going after the people that we think that are out there. It's pretty easy now with the compliance and people submitting things. We still get people that send in checks and no reports. So we have to track it down and go, all right, who would this come from and how many nights did they have? And so there's still those things, but it's gotten a lot better. Numbers collection-wise, as you might imagine, April wasn't a big month.
Right.
So I don't have a number to update you with now. But we've got some changes there. Don't want to drop the ball. Want to keep things going, but I've got a staffing challenge coming up. So if you know anybody that would love to work in the tourism department, maybe has a little background as a bank teller or something.
And it is a full-time position.
Yeah, full-time, fully benefited, and the
Yeah.
benefits at the village are great.
Right.
And working for me is
Yeah, that's,
wonderful.
oh. Well, Brandon and Caroline, I know she's gone, but they've done a great job. We've made great strides in that.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, we should tell as many people as we can where we've come from and where we are. That probably doesn't get out of in the village, to everybody that's coming and going. It doesn't rent their place. You know, they don't realize what a benefit that is to the village.
Yeah.
So, good job there. How about events? You kind of gave us a little.
Yeah,
bit of
if you look at the
touch.
rest of the agenda, I've already covered it.
Yeah.
I always, the tourism director report sort of encompasses everything.
Right.
It's nice to do everything too, right? So
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I thought I didn't think there was I didn't know if there was anything else, but you covered most of it. So, moving on to new business, paid advertising performance report. That's what you've already talked about. That's here, and that was, that looks like, this is your background in history and marketing, but this looks pretty amazing to me, the results.
For the money we spend?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
our numbers are stupid high.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Shift Media, this guy Tim that does our media stuff out of Malibu is brilliant. Monica, the work she's done with the visuals, the logo, all that stuff that brought us into the new age,
Yeah.
and the targeting and the messaging and knowing our market, her growing up here, I think, is a big help.
Oh, for
I
sure.
spend a lot of time with them on messaging and managing and timing of things, of campaigns and stuff. But I always tell them, they sure make me look good.
Yeah, and I kind of along the same thing I said about Brandon and what he's done and Caroline, but, you know, we need to promote that. I mean, we're a small group, but, you know, we touch a lot of people and I mean, every time I get a chance, I just try to tell somebody that they've done a great job and you know, the right decision was made.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's no doubt about that. I mean, even the auditors, the state auditors are shocked about the results we get out of our campaigns. They aren't seeing that out of other communities. We have to be efficient.
Yeah, well, looks like to me it's paid off.
Yeah,
So that's good.
Yeah, the people we work with, the contractors we have that help us with this are about as good as you can get.
Yeah. Okay, rental rates, you kind of hit on that a little bit.
Yep,
You
I'll
have
be coming
anything else
back to
to add?
that. What I'm finding there is, it's not a pot of gold. I mean, I can rent a 2,300 seat theater, nice theater, with restroom, stage, the whole thing, at the Albuquerque, what's the flower, Biopark or what, not Biopark, one of the nice facilities like the zoo or something down there, nice facility for an event, $1,800.
Well, and, you know, I think the idea is at least just getting it used. You
Yeah.
know, being used when it's not being used, and people coming up with other ideas for what we could be doing
Yeah.
when we're not doing something
Yeah.
there is
Yeah.
the big thing.
It's getting the usage going, you're right.
Yeah.
And-
Exposure, you know, more people to see it and get out there and go, wow, this is nice, you know.
Red Rivers
We
Conference
need to have
Center?
a few nice nights, you know, to kick off, but,
Yeah. Red Rivers Conference Center, $750. So it's not big money. Where you get to the big money is if you're a wedding venue and you offer it all. And you have the bitchin' barn and the log house and the catering on site, and you can do it all. Now you're making bank, $10,000 for a fee for using your facility. The municipal facilities don't draw that much money. I think it's about getting usage, like Jeff says, having stuff going regularly over there, and really ratcheting that up. So how we work with the resort to utilize that facility and maximize the usage of it is gonna be important.
well, it's good that you have a great relationship and you're working closely with them and able to do something like this at Poe.
Yeah.
Rather than feel like it's crammed into a space that's not, comfortable. Even though it's a beautiful space, it's not able to handle the numbers that run through there on a deal like this. So I think it's a very positive thing. Anybody have anything else to add?
I got one thing,
Yeah?
personal note.
Okay.
I've got about a year left of working. I'm contemplating retirement. I turn 70 in a couple months. While I love what I'm doing, I also get tired, got some other stuff to do. So I'm gonna set things up as well as I can, make sure there's a great transition, but I'm looking at about a year away.
Comes pretty quick.
I know,
It does go fast.
I know.
Our seasons are, because of the way we're set up, you know, the summer goes fast, you have a little break, winter goes fast, it's, you know, not a whole lot of days in either one, we have some in-betweens, but, it goes before you know it. And
So that dang spring that chugs along through winter.
yeah,
It makes
well, we didn't have mud season this year.
No, we did.
This
Yeah,
spring,
sure.
this April was the best April here ever.
It was beautiful.
I hate
We obviously
April and
needed
Angel Fire.
The
usually.
moisture, but
Hate it.
I know.
The wind,
It
the
was
cold,
pretty,
the old
yeah.
snow, you can't do
No,
anything. It's-
it was great
This year was awesome.
yeah, it was. It was. Let's just hope we start getting some monsoons, and they say we're going to, and we've had a little bit here and there, but, you know, it hadn't been extended dry. We've had some moisture, kicks away the dust, or keeps away the dust, but.
Super OD.
But we hate to hear, but we're happy for you to,
Well, I just
Move
wanna,
to do
I
other
just wanna
things.
put it out there, I don't wanna make it a
So,
2-week notice
yeah.
type thing. You
So-
know, it's, I don't know the date, but
make
I
sure
also
you
know
recruit well.
it's coming.
Yeah, I think that's really, I mean, if you, I think
In that
Don,
time.
Don nailed it. He's just, I mean, basically is that if you wanna retire, the only way you can retire is get somebody to fill your
Yeah.
position.
You gotta hire somebody quality that can replace you, big shoes to fill.
It's not up to us, it's up to you.
Yeah.
I just gotta find, well, actually, you need to find someone better. You should always step up, not just lateral.
That'll be another challenge for
Yeah.
sure. But, all right, well, thank you, and, we
Thank
can
you,
have-
guys. I appreciate
Adjourn.
everybody's time coming to these meetings and for your feedback. It's important.